All right, welcome back, you guys. I hope you were able to see some good movies over the weekend. Um, we are fastly approaching the week of or before Super Bowl, so that's exciting. It was recently announced. Now, I don't know how true this is, but it sounds like we're not getting a Marvel trailer this year during the Super Bowl at all, which is actually pretty new. I think we've gotten one almost every year that there's been a Marvel release slated for um, just before, soon after um, the Super Bowl. So who knows? But that's we're not getting one for Doomsday or Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't believe the hype. I bet they'll sneak one in there. Uh, right under the buzzer, but who am I to say? They could just be, they could be lying. But uh, I wanted to talk about a couple of things today, real quick. If you guys haven't, go back and watch my video for Predator Badlands. I know it wasn't a new release, but I finally got out to a local theater and went and saw a special showing of it over the weekend, and so that will be my new ish film for this week. And then today I'm going to be talking about Running Man 2025. Seems how it's very new and currently rocking the charts on Paramount Plus for streaming. I thought it'd be nice to talk about that one and what I thought about it. Um, we got the announcement. The new Fast and Furious film comes out in 2028. I've been a Fast and Furious fan forever. Um, and so it's exciting to finally get the announcement. We've been waiting a while. There has been a lot of news on that front from Vin Diesel and the what is he called? The One World Race Studios or wherever he calls it. But it's exciting to see that he is making one more. Um, it sounds like it's going to be very futuristic and very like he's going to bring everybody back, assuming him and The Rock are on good terms. I think everybody will return for this last one. And the last stand is called Fast Forever, and it sounds like there might even be hopefully, a heartwarming, but a Brian returns, even though Paul Walker is passed away. Unfortunately, it sounds like they might be doing some form of tribute to him somehow, whether he's in the movie just briefly. I hope it's brief and like a little, barbecue type scene and not a Mary Poppins style, like Princess Leia type thing that we got in Star Wars. I hope it's not fully CGI Paul Walker coming back, but it wouldn't surprise me at this point, and I'm here for it. So that's coming out in 2028. So that's kind of exciting. Um, Other than that, I can't think of any other big news. Today is Groundhog Day as of recording this, Monday, Groundhog Day. I was supposed to have a guest today, but it just didn't end up working out for timing wise, and they had another commitment. So hopefully, I'll be able to get that guest um, back in here soon. So, um, but other than that, I'm going to talk about um, The Running Man today. So I actually got to see this one in theaters when it came out. It was a pretty good one. I remember I went and saw this on a IMAX type screen, uh, and it was a really fun one. It's a near dystopian hellscape where the walls are closing in and desperation takes the wheel. Powell anchors the chaos, and Michael Cera is actually in it too, and he's unsurprisingly brilliant. Um, and writes direction, keeps the world building tight. Even my wife, who usually hates thriller, like over the top violent thrillers, um, didn't mind The Last Man Standing. uh, type movie that this was, and called it exciting with good morals, which I don't necessarily disagree with. This is definitely a rare rated R uh, legacy sequel that actually has a heart beating under all that adrenaline. I'd like to see more like this one, but I fear it's an exception to the world of the dystopian future R-rated genre. It's a great standalone, and it even works better as a sort of sequel to the original. They actually reference the original quite a few times, so I wouldn't be surprised if they intended this as a legacy sequel to the original. But it does lack quite a bit in pacing, and all the characters, even our hero, they're a hard sell, and sometimes they're hard to relate with and follow. So, as far as character development goes, it's few and far between. This one got pretty bad critic reviews, and the audience is mixed for this one, but it's an okay movie if you just go into it um, wanting a bit of a break from the normal stuff. It's pretty good, and it's doing really well right now. It's on Paramount Plus, and I think also Prime Video currently. Um, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a breakdown on how it performed in theaters versus how it's doing on streaming. The picture on each side is just extremely different. In theaters, the box office performance, the movie opened in theaters November 14th, 2025. Um, it ultimately grossed about 37.8 million domestically and 30.8 million internationally, 68.8 worldwide